Oh, hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Chapter 13, Westward Expansion. Hello. Hey, Caesar. There's so much exciting stuff that happens in Chapter 13 as we're moving forward here. Oh, so exciting. Let's just get to it. So, Chapter 13 is all about the West. So, what does that really mean when we say the West? I want you to think about what has been considered the West in America since we started studying, US history. So when we first started out as 13 colonies, the West was the Appalachian Mountains. If you lived in the back country, that was the West. Then we won the Revolutionary War, and the new western border became the Mississippi River. Then after the Louisiana Purchase, the West became the Rocky Mountains. And so you can see piece by piece, America was growing, pushing further and further west to finally some Americans around this time, mid 1800s, start throwing out this term manifest destiny. And manifest destiny is the belief that, hey, it's just our destiny. We're meant as Americans to go from one side of the continent to the other, from the Atlantic to the Pacific, from sea to shining sea. Manifest destiny. And you can see manifest destiny in this 1872 poem, the idea of it. White settlers pushing west are bringing technology, new inventions, new farm techniques, railroads, telegraphs. Who are they pushing out of the way? Native Americans, buffalo. Again, manifest destiny, the belief that Americans were meant to extend all the way from the Atlantic to the Pacific. One of the main ideas of chapter 13. Then in 13.2, you guys are going to go to the Oregon Trail. Basically, they're giving away free land in Oregon. And a lot of people jump on this trail, basically starting out in Missouri, all the way up to Oregon. You basically had 4 or 5 months to beat winter, get there before winter, before you get stuck in the Sierra or Rocky Mountains and pass away. There was also not a lot of clean water. There was dust, there was disease. And let's pay tribute to one of the greatest computer games ever made, the Oregon Trail. I can't wait till we play the Oregon Trail later this week. Can you, Caesar? No. Yeah, he can't wait either. What else in chapter 13? The Mexican-American War. Have you guys wondered how we get Texas? How Texas was its own country? How we got Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, California? Well, it was the Mexican-American War, a war Mexico really didn't want any part to fight. But we're going to bully them into fighting a war. And then finally in 13.4, once we get that land, we're going to discover gold out in California. And in 1848, 1849, there's going to be a mad rush of people moving out to California to get rich in the California gold rush. All of these ideas, we are moving west, my friends. Westward expansion, that is the theme of chapter 13. So, 2 things I need you guys to do for me in this chapter. 1, answer these questions. There's 10 of them. I think Friday, 10 a.m. is our due date. It's going to be beautiful. You want to read and answer these questions, you're going to want to go to classwork. Go down to chapter 13. All the sections are right here. Let's say you want to read 13.1. Boom. That's right. It's as easy as that. I want to give a quick shout out to 13.3 because that's the second part of this assignment. Besides answering the questions, you guys are going to make a map for me. Go get a piece of paper, some markers, and here we go. We're basically going to recreate this map on page 458, Growth of the United States, because now, finally, at this point in history, we are this United States. We're the landmass that we are to this day. It took a while, but we got here in 1853. So your job, again, on this piece of paper is to recreate this map. Let me go to the instructions here. And you're going to come up with a new name for each chunk of land. Instead of Louisiana Purchase, what would be a better name for it? Instead of Texas Annexation, come up with a creative name for it. Instead of Mexican Cession or Oregon Country, or the Florida Cession. Remember when Florida just gave us, Spain just gave us Florida? That was pretty cool. Come up with some new names for that. Come up with a new title for the whole map as a whole. Make it really colorful and pretty, you know, pick some different colors that really pop. And by the end of it, let me show you some examples of years past. These are some kids, again, from years past. They came up, they drew the United States. So their first task, again, get that piece of paper and draw the United States. Then you're going to basically, again, go through each section and come up with a new name for it, and put the year that we acquired it from. It should be in the textbook there. Come up with some different colors for it. Come up with a title for it as a whole. Take a picture of it, and then you're going to post it to the stream of your class, so we can all admire your work and I can compliment you. That's the second part of the assignment. All right? So again, part 1 is you're going to answer these questions 10 a.m. by Friday. Also by Friday, you're going to recreate the map. Again, you can find that map in 13.3 in your textbook. Get a piece of paper, come up with some new creative names for it, put the year it was, come up with a new name for the map as a whole, do an awesome job like my former students have, and then take a picture and post it to the stream so we can all admire. All right? That again is chapter 13. Caesar, are you excited? Yes. Jeez, I'm excited too. We're all excited. Who's got questions, comments, concerns? Anyone? No? All right. Say goodbye, Caesar.